Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing a really quick tour of the whole office setup. I'm going to show you my flight sim rig, the office, where I work, what it looks like, because it changes pretty often throughout the year in a good way. But let's get into it and I'll show you what it's like. Here we go. Okay guys, so this is the office, the sim pit. It's pretty organized. It's not perfect, but just going to show you what it is. I tidied it up just a hair. Got a couple things out of the way, but let's start over here on the left side, guys. Actually, I have a whole year calendar, which kind of helps me see how fast the year's flying by. It's really what that does. I got this sign here from the World Preview event, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 in Arizona, and super grateful that I got to keep this. It was just my name Velcroed on there. It was on top of my station, so that was super cool. This photo here was of Miami Tower. I'm an air traffic control. I think I already said that. But I worked there for 15 years, and if you look closely, right there I am with my buddy Dayron. Let's see if we can see us. Yep, me and Dayron right there hanging out. And my buddy Danny took this photo and printed it, gave it to me. Super grateful for that. Sorry about the glare. And then my buddy Dayron, who's in that photo with me, gave me this. This is super cool. This was signed by my coworkers when I left Miami. I'll stand by here and read this every so often. And just look at this. So cool. Really appreciate that. How cool is that, right? They signed it. Appreciate it. Dayron, thank you, brother. Now over here, guys, and by the way, this whole room's going to change soon, but this is what we have. First VR headset. This is the Oculus DK1, right? It's a little worn and broken over the years. The foam doesn't really hold up anymore. This is the Oculus Quest 3 that we have right over here. And we all know what that is. But guys, this is the first headset I flew in VR in 2013 in DCS. It might be one of the first videos on YouTube that shows virtual reality in DCS. So I've been flying VR for a long time. I'm not joking about it. And guys, I am not getting rid of it, guys. This is the one and only, the Reverb G2. Check it out, guys. It's still hanging out here on my shelf because I don't want to get rid of it. Awesome gift my wife gave me there because I love some hot sauce. Now, got a bunch of hats just because I've made some hats. There's hats everywhere. Hats on my head. I'm going to try to figure out a way to, some of you guys have asked to buy hats. I'll figure that out. I have no clue how to do that stuff. This is from the Microsoft Flight Sim, the limited edition, right, pack that they sold. Just a little picture that came inside of it. And we all know what a mess that was because it arrived super late. This was a pin that they gave. Super cool. And then cameras, guys. I love photography. This is my, Nikon D7200. I got a 150 to 600 Sigma sport lens. This thing is amazing. This is what I do my photography with. Over here, this was my second camera. It's a Nikon D5100. And then my first camera is a Nikon D40, which I don't think it's here. It's busted. But I still have it from 2003. I got a lens right here. This is such a great lens to have. If you guys know about photography, 55-300 VR. Such a good lens. Here's some books. Guys, some excellent books to read. I haven't read them all. I'm not going to lie. Probably read this one the most. The Bible right there. Out of all those other ones. Actually, there's another book that I have that's in my backpack. I forget what it's called. I've been reading that one lately. Now, again, some more hats. Xbox 360 because my son was like, you need to get rid of this? I said, absolutely not. So many good memories. In fact, Steven, my buddy Steven, I think he gave me this one. It's Xbox 360. And then right here what we got is the Thrustmaster Cougar HOTAS right here in the Microsoft. Look how cool this is. They gave me this when we went to Arizona. So super cool. Got the water bottle. This actually works. It's the OG Cougar F16 setup. I love the Viper. I could plug this in, but look how old this is, guys. It has a serial port. You guys see that? A serial port on there. But it actually does work, believe it or not. Got a bunch of cables and junk in there. And then, taxiway light because, I don't know, that's just the coolest thing. One of the coolest gifts I've ever gotten. My buddy Danny hooked it up with that. All right, now, guys, for the sim pit, and actually before we get into this, I actually got a little tool set specifically to work in the office. That I try not to take it out of here. Every once in a while I do. But I got tired of going to the garage to get the tools from over there. But let's go into my whole sim pit here, guys. This is the Next Level Racing Flight Simulator Pro setup, which I've done a review on. And by the way, guys, I'm going to have links for all this stuff. If anybody's interested in what this stuff is, I'll try to figure out a way to link as much of this as possible. But this is currently in a fixed format. It does not move. It can move, but it does not. And it's super heavy duty. I do have wheels on the front, so I could roll it in and out. And let's go on the hardware here, guys. So this is like a two-piece setup, right? It's the seat itself, and then the Flight Stand Pro. And you put those things on a motion sim if you want it. The monitor stand is also by Next Level Racing, which, I mean, it's a monitor stand. You know, I got some backlighting by Govee, which is this whole rig is lit up with Govee backlighting. I'll see if I can turn off this light. See a little bit more there. So, in fact, I actually got another Govee light over here, which I put that outside of the room when I'm recording videos, so the family knows to not try to knock or make too much noise. But okay, guys, so this rig, what do we got? We got the Thrustmaster HOTA setup, right? This is the OG. I mean, it's been so good. I actually had to repair it, believe it or not, although it's been good. It was a $60 repair. They sent me the part, plugged it in, bada bing, bada boom, came back to life. And this is probably, man, I'm so excited to do a video on this Moza AB9 force feedback base. This is the center of this whole rig. And this is probably my second most favorite component of this, next to the VR headset, right? Which is the Pimax Crystal Light, or the Quest 3. But guys, this force feedback unit is amazing. This is by Total Controls. It's an ejection handle. Works in DCS and only DCS unless you can eject anywhere else. Or you can bind it to do any other function. But I cannot begin to just really explain how amazing the force feedback is with this base. And I mean, this thing is just absolutely amazing. Right now it's set up for helicopter flight, so it just kind of stays wherever you leave it, which is just absolutely the coolest thing ever. And on the top, we have these MFDs, multifunction displays. It's cardboard, there's nothing there. But that's what I use in DCS when I fly the Viper. My pedals currently are the thrust. No, I lied. They're just like the standard Logitech flight rudder pedals. Nothing fancy on them. I do keep an Xbox control for nearby in case I need that. Got a keyboard on the left. This Red Dragon keyboard's been pretty good. And again, this is so modular, guys. Like, this whole thing rotates out. Ideally, if you don't have this here, you can actually slide right in. And it's just, I mean, the coolest setup. You can literally attach anything anywhere you want on this whole rig. For the cameras, they're just 1080p webcams. This one shows the controls and the pedals. The other one up top shows my face when I'm flying. Got a couple tripods here that I use to mount some lights, and that helps illuminate me because I typically fly with the light off in the room. Another camera there, and then a tripod. Now, guys, this microphone here, this Elgato mic, is absolutely amazing, and I like using this when I want a little bit of a better voice. Okay, it's clearly, all right, it's dying on me. Just kidding. It's not, whatever. So this microphone works great here, guys. This Elgato mic, absolutely love it. Now, what I'm going to be using here soon, guys, is going to be the Mod Mic 2 from Antlion. This mic is amazing. I've owned them in the past. In fact, I got another one charging over there, the wireless version. This is the USB version. So can't wait to show that off because I'm not really a fan of how the audio sounds on the Crystal, the default mic. The Crystal, the Pimax Crystal Lite microphone isn't so good. The Pimax Crystal does have really good audio. Now for the hardware here, guys, we have the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, which is excellent piece of hardware. And I do got some upgraded controls here, nothing crazy. I do have a fuel cutoff valve for the Boeing 737, which unfortunately I ended up clipping the cables. I have them kind of tucked away so I can try to see if I could repair it later on myself. But for the immersion, I thought it would be really cool to have that. This SciTech radio panel is not working with Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I'm going to look into that. It actually might not be plugged in. I thought it is, but we'll see on how that turns out. But that's kind of frustrating. 2024 has been very interesting how it kind of works and doesn't work with all the things. But let me show you the rig, guys, real fast. Again, most of the cables are pretty tidy. There's a few that are all over the place. But I have 3 USB hubs. I got one here. I got the second one down there. And then the third USB hub right here. I mean, there's just so many USB components that I'm running on this rig. It just kept it simpler for me to have multiple USB hubs and then daisy chain them together. And then they go out to the computer, which is over here. Now, I do have my honeycomb throttle, or I'm sorry, yoke mounted on the wall. I literally took the other mount and put it into the wall, and I just mounted right there just because the joystick bumps into my yoke. So it's one or the other. I can't do both with the way that I have my setup. I could get creative and fix it, but I'm okay for now. Now, I do have a power backup supply over there. That's my old computer, which I plan to put a GPU in eventually. And this is my 12900K RTX 4090, 32 gigs of RAM build with the Wi-Fi antenna there on top. Bunch of tripods, because you can never have too many tripods. And then, guys, this is where I do my reviews for the products, which is, like I said, it's all going to change soon. I'm going to combine this desk and this desk here soon. But I got a bunch of headphones up here. These are Fostex T50 RP, which are awesome. This other one right here, these are Skull Candy Crushers. And then these are my latest favorite headphones. By the way, I've had these for, my gosh, probably 5 years. I've had these probably about the same time, but they broke, and then Skull Candy replaced them. When I sent them a message, they cracked up here, and Skull Candy, I just sent them an email, and they literally just sent me a new pair. So I thought that was super awesome. And then these are Soundcore MX45s, which have noise canceling. These have extreme bass, and these are open back headphones. So these all do different things really, really well. And then this is where I keep my controls here for the Pimax. Sorry about the cable there. And then again, so I got a bunch of little mounts here. These are literally lights. It's the same light I'm using right here on this setup. I actually mounted this bar light, which you use for monitors, like I have right here. I mounted it up top to give me a little bit of light on this rig. Now, over here we have camera, Sony ZV-10. I mounted my 34-inch ultra-wide vertical only because I wanted to use it and I couldn't put it sideways. So I typically use I do it into thirds. So I might put like a video up top. I edit my videos here, and then it's just kind of how, it works out. It's kind of neat. And again, over time, everything kind of changes a little bit and you kind of adjust it. Now I got this 810 Warthog replica pen holder at Sun and Fun 2023 when I got to attend. Super grateful for my team that got me that, my team lead. Right here we have the Antonov. This is from the Limited World or Limited Collector's Edition for Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, which I don't think I can show you, but the nose gear is broken. What a bummer. Now look at the scale on this. Looks pretty good. Good details, very heavy. It's 1/400 scale, I believe. Stream Deck, because I've used it a little bit. Got to get more use out of it. Another hat. Oh, and actually, I think I got some patches. I got to put these patches in my car. These are from Wing Wing. These are so cool. So super cool patches from Wing Wing, which this will be a great time to show you all the patches in my car, because that's where I put the other patches that came in with the limited collector's edition. So super awesome. Wing Wing had these patches at Vegas Flight Sim Expo. So attend that if you guys haven't. And then guys, this is my primary headset right now. It's the Pimax Crystal Light with the Studio Form Apache strap up top. This thing is amazing. And guys, I'm telling you, this strap and the upgraded interface that I have has really made this headset super, super good. So I'm going to have a link that gives you guys a small discount for this head strap. And I'm really happy that Studioform was able, they sent this out to me free of charge, but that link is strictly for you guys to save, like, I don't know, it's 5% or something small, but it's not expensive. And this right here is what makes a Pimax Crystal Light just 10 times better. I mean, I'm so happy they're in the market doing that. So again, my dad tried this on here and he was like, this is so comfortable, it's so clear. He drove home and was texting me. I think he was texting my wife. He's like, tell Jose to send me the link, because I think my dad ended up buying one that same night when he got home, just because how comfortable the headset was. He also has a 4090 computer. So I said, Dad, we're going to get you running with the same clarity. So I'll probably throw some footage of my dad on the rig there. Now, guys, these are some of the events I've attended. Flight Sim Expo in Vegas. So cool. Microsoft Flight Sim. Oh, and then this is the lanyard that they gave, which is so cool, because this thing literally is like a seatbelt that actually works. That is just so neat. I don't know if I can get it in. Can I get it in? Let's see. That is probably the coolest lanyard ever right there. Now, guys, this CalDigit hub right here. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm doing like wide angle the whole time. I'm not sure what's better here. This CalDigit hub allows me to connect anything to the computer. I got some essential oils. I'm just kidding. This is some fragrance oils, pine needles, and then this is a Douglas fir candle because I love the smell of pine needles. My wife knows it, and she got me a diffuser, which we ended up taking out, put it in the car because it's USB powered. This is an excellent butt cushion because my wife says I have no butt, and she's probably right. And also, this seat, it's okay, but you know, when you sit here long enough and you edit, a butt cushion is very nice. So I'm gonna sit down on this butt cushion and we'll go over some of the stuff we have over here. So guys, the Ursa Minor, this is the Airbus joystick from Wing Wing. This thing has throttle twist. My gosh, not throttle twist, rudder twist. It has all the abilities, a detachable magnetic hat up on top. And what can I say? So many buttons. This is when I'm flying on literally, I'll bring Microsoft Flight Sim right here. This is how I fly sometimes, even though I have this entire monster setup. Every once in a while, I put on the headset and then I'll sit right here and I just fly so happy. So I'm telling you guys, you don't need a whole rig. Sometimes a VR headset and a nice joystick on a comfortable chair creates a really, really good experience. Again, I got these lights everywhere, super bright. Like I said, just take these lights and then you put these on these arms. And then this is how I light up my products. And actually, these lights are really cool because they do different colors. Yeah, they do different colors. They do the whole color range, which is so nice. I got literally cheap speakers, some cheap Lovaki keyboard. Have you guys ever heard of that brand? Neither have I. Got a 34-inch Samsung 4K, 32-inch 4K monitor. This is a 34-inch Viatek HDR 144 hertz display, which is amazing for gaming. Discord channels right there. And then one of the last things I'll show you guys over here is this was, let me see if I can get this right. I had put out this frame. Now it's interesting because I didn't retire from Miami. I did want to kind of remember the facility I was at, right? I mean, it was just such an amazing place to work for so many years with so many people. And my initials were JR. That's why everybody calls me JR. And there's my boy Dayron again. Man, like I said, I'll read these. I probably could configure this a little bit better, but I don't. So over here, it's my board where I kind of like keep my content stuff, where I brainstorm. My wife helps me kind of like organize this stuff. So I have some deadlines, some bonus content, just ideas that come to head for YouTube. That's kind of where I put them. Now, again, this is probably my favorite hat that I've made here. Look at this thing. It's just so cool. Black, the VR department, which I'm going to start a series on that. Camo, green. I mean, this is just so stinking cool. I love this hat. Oh, this is probably one of my favorite gifts my wife gave me. An Ember mug. Guys, this is absolutely amazing. Keeps it nice and hot, although the base just got disconnected. I'll have to figure that out. Cable somewhere back there. Got a Steam Deck because the Steam Deck is absolutely epic. Quest 2, this is the one my son uses to play all his fun games. And then, oh, look, check this out. Wife got me this Marco Island little knife. Very nice. It's not violent. It's what I used to open boxes. And then this, I purchased the wrong RAM, which I'm going to have to return. Notepad, because I'm always doodling and getting distracted. And then coming back around to the entrance of the room, guys, this is the Wing Airbus autopilot panel. And also, this is my charging station right here, guys, believe it or not. This is my backpack that has all my tags on it. But right here, guys, this is where I charge everything. It's almost in its final form. Once things are done charging, I pretty much just take them and throw them down here. So at the end of the day, I'll take all my lights and then I'll remove them quickly if I've used them. And then I put them to charge. And then I know if they're in here, they're charged and ready to go. And then if they're up top, they were either done charging, I just clear the board. Like this one, it's already done. This is not a phone, even though it looks like a phone. It's the X-Real tablet. So I'll put that down there. This phone should be done. So, and then boom. Yeah, this is kind of how I stay organized. Like charging things is a hobby within itself. And this one's ready to go too. We're about to leave, go get a Christmas tree. So guys, hope that was interesting. Got to show you around the office a little bit. Just because I'm going to change it soon. We're going to be moving things around a little bit, right? So we're going to be getting rid of this area. We're going to move this sim pit over there, getting rid of this desk. And then we're going to put a motion simulator right here. So motion sim pit right over here. Super excited for that. And we'll see how that goes. So I just kind of wanted to remember the chaos of this just because it's changed. I'm sure as you watch my videos, you've seen some of my stuff changes. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully it was interesting. And time to go buy a Christmas tree. Peace out.